Paddy the Baddy Pimblett. He was a meme when he first came into the UFC, known for his big following but lackluster performances, all topped off by his questionable split decision win against Jared Gordon. Since then, he's gone on to beat Tony Ferguson, Bobby Green, and most recently a dominant finish against Michael Chandler. These performances have seen Paddy's stock rise to 8th in the lightweight rankings and put him in the conversation with the elite of the division. Today, we're going to look forward at just how far he can go and see whether he's the flop many thought or a future champion in the making. The division's in an interesting spot, with Islam vacating to challenge at welterweight and Ilia Topuria doing the same to step up into lightweight. Looking at the fighters ranked above Paddy, 3 currently have fights lined up. Max vs Dustin for the BMF and Charles vs Ilia for the vacant title. That leaves us with 4 potential opponents: Gaethje, Hooker, Gamrot and Sarukian. To make it close to the real thing, we're leaving Paddy's opponents up to chance and using a wheel to decide. First up, Paddy's facing Dan Hooker. Paddy gets the call up to a main card spot against the Hangman, set to go to war over 3 rounds with the Kiwi Savage.
Right, and there it is. If you bet under 90, he keeps getting denied.
Yeah, because he's not panicking. He's taking his time. He knows what to do whenever something is coming in his direction. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to watch a guy comfortable even when he's under attack. Beautiful reversal on the ground. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Oh, huge elbow.
Fight. Gotta be careful, armbar. Oh, it's getting tight. Oh, now he's in trouble.
Oh, submission.
Good kick.
Offering up over the top of this fight ahead. Oh, it looks like he's trying to isolate an arm here. Triangle now, DC. We'll see if he can close the shot.
Oh, the triangle is in. And not only does he have the triangle, if his opponent circles the wrong way, he can even attack an armbar. This is a very big advantage position for this fight. An attack an armbar.
Oh, how good is that? Is
Your body off.
just digs it.
Despite not getting the finish, Paddy puts on a dominant performance, piecing up Hooker on the feet and showing him levels on the ground. He wins all 3 rounds on the scorecards and takes another step up the rankings. As Paddy progresses through his career, the division doesn't just stop and wait for him, with 2 huge fights taking place.
That's it. That's the end of the fight. It's gotta be.
Ilia stepped up against Oliveira, but the all-time finish leader in the UFC was just too much for him, tying him up in a slick dance, getting the tap. Then Dustin and Max faced off for the 3rd time in what's due to be the Diamond's final fight in the octagon. These 2 went to war over 4 rounds, ending with Holloway straight up murdering Dustin with a straight to seal the win. Simulating Paddy's growth through his career, we're giving him a stats boost for every win he racks up. The stat receiving the boost is decided by the method of victory he uses to secure the win. He gets a 5% power boost for a knockout, 5% grappling boost for a sub, and a 5% cardio boost for a decision. And Paddy's going to desperately need it going into his next fight as he's poised to take on the elite of the lightweight division. Uncle Dana's offered Paddy to face one of Max Holloway, Ilia Topuria, Justin Gaethje, or Arman Sarukian. Set to be the biggest test of his career so far, Paddy takes on Justin Gaethje in the main event over 5 rounds.
Those punches.
Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he will try to chase him. Step for step. He's standing.
Needs to manhandle him here on the ground. Well, this is some serious pressure from the top by Paddy Pimblett.
Oh, he's got him in a choke here.
Oh, he got out.
He took 2 hands to the elbow and shoved it over the top.
Very close to submitting his opponent in that previous round.
He came very, very close.
Right to the body, really. Huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end.
Gaethje's got it.
Oh, that right hand.
Pimblett gets tattooed by that straight punch. Oh, a huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's cut.
Well, this is kind of crazy. Oh, continuing to attack the head as that diving punch lands. Oh, hard.
Came with a nice.
Huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish. Fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him. He should keep doing this, keep going to the well until his
scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Back to the jab now, no good. And a nice job getting these shots home on the ground.
got that submission locked up very tight. Look at him, he's starting to pressure. Oh my goodness, he slammed.
Both men went to war on this one over 4 rounds, but Gaethje gets the knockout in the 5th with a brutal left hook that knocks Paddy's lights out and hands him his first KO loss of his career. Despite the loss, Paddy's stock continues to rise, going into the 5th round with 2 rounds apiece against the former interim champ and one of the best lightweight has to offer. Whilst Paddy's been climbing the ranks, Charles has been keeping the title busy, taking on #1 contender Arman Tsarukyan. After a near doctor's stoppage in the 2nd, Charles had to get the finish. He steps up once again and submits Tsarukyan with an armbar, defending his belt and cementing himself as one of the best lightweights of all time. Despite the performance Paddy put on against Gaethje, he still lost the fight. Dana makes Paddy look down the rankings before he can step back up against the top of the division. The 3 names offered are Renato Moicano, Mateus Gamrot and Beneil Dariush. Looks like Paddy's going up against Money Moicano in another headline spot over 5 rounds.
Elbow landed there by Moicano. Might be 20 seconds. Oh, flying knee to the head.
And they both show true skill.
The body really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their Paddy Pimblett shot to the body. He told us he was going to attack that region. Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. It does not get much better than that.
Oh, that guillotine is officially tight.
Oh, not be that damaging. It looks like this fight.
Paddy only has wars. In a bloody battle, both fighters' elite ground game cancelled each other out, and it's a slugfest on the feet. Paddy wins comfortably on the scorecards with a unanimous 50-45 across the board. Max is the next man up to challenge for the belt after his highlight win over Gaethje in the dying seconds gives him the edge when deciding Charles' next opponent.
This has got to be the end of the fight.
Charles is just too much for him, winning by an arm triangle in the 3rd round. Charles just seems unbeatable with Islam out of the division. After his big win against Moicano, Paddy's made his way to a title elimination fight, and there are 2 men standing in his way, Arman Tsarukyan and hand sanitizer boy Ilia Topuria. Sadly, we don't get the hand sanitizer derby as Paddy steps up against Arman with a 10% stamina boost.
Fighter. 4, 5, 6 more different strikes. You don't do that without having.
The next round is underway. Will it be more of the same? And by that I mean all of those strikes to the body. You gotta think the center of the opposition is going to lower that guard or get finished.
And that's exactly.
Pimblett's kick is blocked. Oh, huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his feet. There you go.
Perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those. He might... Nice positional control here. Man, this is some serious ground. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. All right, so he earned respect.
Where a guy just throws so many strikes. This man had guillotine jump.
Oh, so now he bails on the submission.
He bailed, and rightfully so. You keep the dominant position. Great job. Very smart fighter.
Lands to the head. reverses the position there. Nice transition by Sarukian.
This is where he wants to be.
Postures up. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Oh, nice judo toss for him.
Paddy grinds out the decision win in a grappling heavy match and racks up another stamina boost going into his title shot against Oliveira. Paddy's proven himself against the elite of the division and has forced his way into a title shot against the dominant Charles Oliveira with 2 title defences in his second run with the belt. Paddy's now a cardio menace on par with Barab and Max, but will it be enough for him to win the title?
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
How clean is that jab by
That need to draw to reaction, and if you give him too big a reaction, he will start you with that beautiful left hook. The guy.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just.
Oh, Hercules steps in.
Holy smokes!
Take a bow, young man. So
Paddy took the fight to Charles in his realm, dominating him on the ground with nasty ground and pound until he goes to sleep. After not getting a single finish this whole video, he knocks out Charles, who looked unstoppable. No extra cardio needed. Whilst Paddy wrestles the title from Charles, his first challenger is being decided. It's between the only man to beat him in the UFC and the man it feels he's destined to face.
entertaining rounds in. Huge left.
The blood's going down into the mouth. I mean, the nose could be broken.
Well, the fighter certainly.
After a bloody brawl that nearly ended in a doctor's stoppage, Ilya puts Gaethje's lights out and secures his second chance at the lightweight title. We finally get to see the fight we've all wanted since the behind-the-scenes confrontation where the bottle of sanitizer was launched at Ilya's head and Ilya was christened Hand Sanitizer Boy. Ilya's grown in a way no one expected since then, but Paddy's going into the fight as the champion with a 15% cardio boost and a 5% power boost after his knockout win against Charles. If either of their most recent fights has anything to go off, we're in for a war.
A tremendous rise to superstardom for Paddy the Baddy Pimblett. But let's not. So it's never just one shot. There's always 2 or 3 coming behind.
A lot of times people throw singular strikes, not this, doing exactly what they said.
Yeah, shades of Max Holloway against Ricardo Lamas back in the day. Through attacking here.
Arming very tight.
Oh, he got out. How good is that? Oh, a huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot. That will finish it.
Well, that smile on his face is only going to be surpassed.
After not finishing a single opponent on his way to the title, Paddy secures back-to-back round 1 knockouts in his first defence, pulling off a crazy jump kick to put an end to this rivalry once and for all, cementing himself as the true lightweight king. Do you think Paddy has what it takes to be a champ one day, or do you see a humbling beating in his near future? Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and let me know who you'd like to see a career sim of next. See you in the next one.
Champion!